What's up, everybody? What is going on? We have preseason football tomorrow. If you guys followed my last video, as you can see, I did a little mini breakdown. I don't have time to do a breakdown today, but I'm going to throw you guys some players that I'm on, just like I did last video, and then I'll update my comment section throughout the day, today and tomorrow. I haven't nailed down things yet, but I have a few players that I am looking for. Last game was the Hall of Fame game, and we just had a showdown slate. This game we have two games. This Thursday we have two games which come on at the same time, 6:30 p.m. Washington versus New England, and then we'll have Pittsburgh versus Philly. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about chalk players right now, like such as starters. Starters, I got blindsided the last game with guys like Ray McLeod, who didn't practice or whatever the case may be, but he still ended up playing. And then for some reason, who was that? Chase Claypool. He sat out there and got a really decent amount of run last game, and I didn't play none of the starters, and that really made a difference in a lot of people's lineups. So with that being said, I'm just going to run off a couple players, not many. Like I said, keep an eye out on the comment section, just like my last video, because I'm going to update those players right then and there. So starting off with the QB position, I really got my eyes on Taylor Heineke. All right, he's a guy that you can look at, and along with Dwayne Haskins Jr. and I'm looking at Mac Jones. Okay, those are some guys that I'm really looking at. All right, nothing set in stone right now, but those are some guys I'm looking at the QB position. As far as running back goes, let me see. As far as running back goes, we can look at somebody now on the Washington side of things. I have been looking at a guy like running back. I have been looking at a guy like on New England, rather. I have been looking at a guy like Stevenson, so he's somebody that's on my radar. Not really sure at the moment, but definitely he's on my radar. I am looking at, let's go over to now the Washington football team. It's, you got Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, Peyton Barr, Jerry Patterson, Jonathan Williams, Lamar Miller. Patterson is somebody that I was looking at, but, I'm just iffy on him. Let's go to Pittsburgh and Philly. Let's check out their depth chart. On the Pittsburgh side of things, Najee Harris seems like he's in play. He had pretty much a pretty nice amount of touches last game. So I'm just gonna have to roll with the punches, and hopefully we don't get duped. He's supposed to be playing, so I'm just gonna have to roll with that. Jalen Samuels kind of stands out to me, So, he's one of the guys that I've been looking at. Kalen Ballage did get dinged up last game, so we'll have to do a wait-and-see approach with that. Anthony McFarland Jr. and guys like that. I'll just have to, come back to these guys on the in the updated section. All right. On the Philadelphia Eagles side of things, with the running back position, it's kind of shaky here. I mean, you got guys like Gainwell could stand out to me, so he's somebody that I'm really looking at, and I'll just pump my brakes right there with that. I've been looking at him, but I'm not sold. I'm just looking at him. With a 2-game slate, I don't know if I'll even be going there, but it's a possibility that I could, because we have more options than one team like last game. All right. Did I go over? Let's see. Pittsburgh, Philly. Let's go to Washington, New England. The running backs. Let's check that. Oh yeah. So okay, I went over here. Wow. I don't know, man. You do have J.J. Taylor sitting there. I don't know. Let's take a look at some of the wide receivers that I was looking at. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna decide to run a flex spot. I might run a wide receiver out in the flex. Running backs are probably pretty, maybe a little bit better, but I might run a wide receiver out in the flex. So let me go over to wide receivers, and then we have. Let's go to the depth charts of Washington and New England game, okay? So, as for wide receivers, you have Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, Adam Humphries, Diami Brown, Cam Sims, Steve Sims Jr. So, right now, Diami Brown sticks out to me, okay? I got some love for Kelvin Harmon, all right? He's somebody that I think he could really, he might be able to throw some shine on the squad. So, Diami Brown is somebody I'm looking at. I mean, Kelvin Harmon is somebody I'm looking at. I don't know. That's a decent amount of wide receivers over there. Like I said, I really have to dig in some more. Dax, he's somebody I might have to consider, maybe. So I'll throw him in there on the New England Patriots side of things. They just acquired Nelson Aguilar, Jacoby Myers. That's my guy. Kendrick Bourne. They just picked him up. N'Keal Harry. You might see some N'Keal Harry. I don't know. But guys like Marvin Hall. Guys like let me see. Not Trey Nixon. I don't know. I know Marvin Hall could be a sleeper. I don't mind some Christian Wilkinson. I don't know. Playing time is questionable for all these teams. I haven't heard anything yet, but that's what I'm struggling with right now. So, because a drive or two or whatever the case may be, can come out and you could a good drive, and some of these starting wide receivers can come out there and overshadow some of these rookies and these second rounders and these second string and these third string guys, man. So you got to be very, very, very skeptical, all right, and you got to be strategic when you're making these lineups. So information is major key. let's go to the depth chart of Pittsburgh and Philly. So we've seen Pittsburgh play already. Okay, so we know Chase Claypool went out there and had himself a nice amount of run. He got hurt, maybe the wind knocked out of him, whatever the case may be. James Washington, I don't believe he's been practicing, and there's trade rumors going on, whatever the case may be. Ray McLeod, he played, but he hadn't practiced, so the practice and the play thing is kind of up in the air. Rico Busey is a guy that you can consider, and Anthony Johnson is on my radar. All right, along with damn, I had one more. I don't know. I had one more wide receiver for who was that? James Washington, Cody White, Busey, Anthony Johnson. Okay, I'll just leave it at that for right now until we get any news on playing time or whatever the case may be with that. For the Philly side of things, it's interesting here. This is going to be an interesting situation here. All right. Two guys that stand out to me is I like Quiz. JJ's in play. JJ Arcega-Whiteside's in play. So those are two guys that I know should be getting run. And as far as the starters, and we don't know how much run these guys should be getting. All right, so we have to keep our ear to the streets. So Isaiah McCoy, that's what I needed to go to. Isaiah McCoy. For Pittsburgh. Here's another receiver that I had my eye on. So keep an eye out on Isaiah McCoy. Now, like I said, we already seen Pittsburgh in action. All right. Now, tight ends. Okay. Now, let's just go over to the Washington and New England depth chart. Tight end position. Okay. Now, the Washington side, they have guys like Logan Thomas, Hemingway, Bates, Seals Jones, Swoops, Kugamos, and Cantrell, or whatever the case may be. I don't think I'll be on any of these guys. So good luck with that. Until further notice, I'll have to come back to those guys. On the New England side, you got Hunter Henry, you got Jonnu Smith. So, the person who I'm really looking at over here is, Lacoste. Then you got Fumagalli. I probably won't even be going to tight end, tell you the truth. But if you decide to take a stab, maybe Fumagalli, if you decide to take a stab. So, that's something, that's someone, that you could probably look at. Because, what's the status of Hunter Henry? Because I know he got hurt. No serious. So he'll be sidelined for a couple weeks, okay? So nothing serious. He'll be sidelined for a couple weeks. Hunter Henry. So Jonnu Smith, he'll probably might get a series or so, whatever the case may be. They're gonna be trying to run out some 2 tight end sets this year, so they might have to run a little practice some of that. So I'll probably look at somebody like Lacoste or Fumagalli, but nothing's set in stone right now until I release my player pool tomorrow. On the Philadelphia and Pittsburgh side of things, tight end situation going on over here is, let's see. Okay, Pittsburgh, you got Eric Ebron, Freiermuth, Gentry, Rader, and Baugh. Okay, so Freiermuth is somebody that I have some interest in. I don't think he played last game, so you could probably do a little research. Twitter is your friend when it comes to this, but I think he should get a significant amount of run. I was on Kevin Rader last game, but I don't think I ended up playing him, and I think I ended up playing Marcus Baugh and trying to be too cute when I should have just not even played a tight end at all. On the Philly side of things, you got Dallas Goedert, you got Ertz, okay? Then you got Caleb Wilson and Richard Rodgers. Richard Rodgers, he can, he's played with guys like Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that. Not the greatest tight end in the world, but he has experience. He can get out there and, catch some passes, whatever the case may be. And then it's no telling on how many snaps, whatever the case, Goddard and Ertz, if any, they'll get. So a guy I've been looking at was some guy. I haven't been looking at him, but I wouldn't. If I had to pick somebody from Pittsburgh, from Philly, it would have to be somebody like, I don't know, man. Ouch, my fault. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Go back. Maybe a Tyree Jackson, okay? I'll probably be looking at Tyree Jackson. Maybe some Richard Rodgers, some Caleb Wilson. Keep an eye out on him as well, okay? So, I think that just about sums it up, all right, for this video. Now, defenses, right off the back, I'm going to tell you, I'm more interested in, I think I'm interested in Pittsburgh defense for the simple fact that they have played already. And they look like they have, they got a one-up on all these offenses because they played already. So that'll probably be my top defense as of right now. So until further notice. But I will keep my player pool updated. Remember, Twitter is your friend. You need to search any and everything on Twitter just like it's Google, all right? So just type in any player's name or whatever the case may be. Research that player, see what he's been doing in camp, and, it is what it is. With that being said, I'm out of here, guys, man. If you keep an eye on this player pool that I'm going to have. Peace.